What's happening? Facebook Live. We got a fun one today. Mike will be joining us shortly, finishing up with a client. And we got a couple of good-looking chickies coming on. Martina and Z. We're gonna have some fun stories to tell. I always get a kick out of. I love when Z tells me stories of. Let me just cut off the phone. When Z tells me stories of guys that send their inboxes, and listen, most of them don't know that she's like involved with anyone, but some of them even do, and some of them are even married. So I always get a kick out of it. She doesn't like to share a lot of them because she doesn't want to. Not that she's hiding it from me. It's just not her style to start trouble or to. And she knows that I'm pretty laid back when it comes to. I don't get angry. I don't get jealous. I don't have any of that shit in me. I actually get a kick out of her stories. I said, "Come on, tell me." She's like, "No," because she ignores most of the guys. Once in a while, a guy will send her a little inbox complimenting her, and she's nice to replay, to acknowledge the compliment. But then we know how it goes. The guys don't stop there. They'll take it a step further. So I asked her to come on and share some of the stories, and also Martina, who also gets hit a lot. So we're gonna have a fun show tonight. I asked this other girl, Christine, who could not make it tonight. She's the one originally that was scheduled for tonight. This girl takes screenshots of guys that hit on her, and she shares them on her Facebook. And it's obnoxious. A lot of these dudes are married. They have no shame. I mean, think of the balls that you have to just go out there and, just start posting shit inside a stretch. And most of these guys are strangers. Think of the balls that you got to have. A married guy sending a stranger an inbox, being confident that they're not going to share the shit. Ballsy, it's just hysterical. And as you're going to see, he's going to get a lot of comments on this thread. This is a universal issue with every single female that's on Facebook. I mean, it's not just these two ladies. I think every woman that is alive today on Facebook, even, remotely attractive, is going to get inboxes from guys. And if they don't respond, that's the fun time. We're going to have some fun with this because I want these ladies to share their experiences. I'm waiting for Mike to jump on. I still don't see him. I'm going to text him now to see if he's good. I see Z is in the waiting room. What's up, ZZ? I see you. You son of a bitch. By the way, this show is going to have more views than anything we've done because two things. Number one, all the horny single guys want to see good-looking chicks. And number two, the women want to chime in and say, "Oh, let me tell you about mine." So it's going to be the most viewed, I guarantee it. So let's see if we have my boy Mike is not ready. All right, let me get this out of here. Z is ready. Z!
Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
How you feeling today?
I was worried because I'm like, it's 8:25. He didn't send me a link. And I'm like, does he want me to join?
I
thought you forgot me.
I sent the link for some reason. Neither one of them.
Sent it to the wrong Z.
No, yeah, right. That's the wrong Z. Can you imagine having two Z's in the world? I sent it to both Mike and Martina, but they're both having trouble accessing it. So
I didn't get your email. You said you sent it to me. I didn't get the first one, and then I got the second one. So
yeah, you just got the second one now, right?
Yeah. I was going to refresh my computer, so I didn't know if it was me or if it was you.
Well, it's always
maybe resend it to them.
Isn't it always the guy's fault?
Of course, baby.
So
now you see, I just got another one from you.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's you. It's probably you.
So how you feeling?
I'm good. You always get me to do like my shirt.
Let me see the shirt. Nice. The show brought to you by Synergy, the greatest company in America.
That's right. You always get me to do these things.
So you want to talk about things I get you to do? Or is
Oh,
it
no. That's another show.
Oh. How's your alcohol content today? You have a glass of wine or two?
No, I only drink when I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This would be a lot more fun if you had like 14 or 15 glasses of wine.
I actually thought about it, but then I said no because I might mention a name that I'm going to regret. Because, Drunk Z, she's very bold and she
Yeah. Drunk
Yeah.
Z's cool. I like her.
well, you like her. I don't. But
I'm going to be hanging out with Drunk Z this weekend. Are you going to be jealous?
sure.
What?
I don't get jealous.
Yeah, no, it doesn't happen. Thank God you did. So let's start with you. Since
Okay.
we're waiting on Mike, for some reason I sent you. Oh, here's Mike. He's here now. Let me get him on. I go.
Woo! That was a rough one.
Yeah, sorry, bro. I can't hear you. Can you speak up a little bit?
Can you hear me now? Better now?
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
hear. I can hear him.
I can't find my headphones. Nothing.
Can't find your headphones. You've also forgot your toupee.
You got the wrong Mike Hurley.
Oh, that's right. There is another one with a toupee. What's up, my brother?
What's the word? I literally just got finished working. Literally just got.
Oh, I know. And I apologize. I don't know why the link didn't go through. Martina, if you're watching, I sent it to you. Oh, here she comes. She's coming on now. All right, we started. Here she comes. She's already laughing. I can tell.
Hi.
We started.
I thought somebody was trying to kill you after this.
There's feedback coming from someone. Martina, there's feedback coming from your computer, I think. Feedback coming from someone. Martina, there's feedback coming from your computer. Martina, I just removed you because you have feedback coming off your computer. I don't know what that is.
Did you say coming?
She might have to mute
Oh,
me.
right. This is it's not that kind of show, Mike. That's,
Well, you said it was
I keep telling you that's our Thursday night show. You always screw up the shows.
excited.
I'm gonna try Martina again to see if we got that fixed. Hold on. Always
screw
up the show.
Maybe she has to mute something. She might have
Martina,
to.
you have what's happening with you, Martina, is the show is like 3 seconds later, the audio is coming out. So I don't know if you have a headset you could put on. I don't know if you can do that. If you can, fine. If not, we'll wait for you.
She might have to mute it, maybe, or I don't know.
Well, it sounds like her speakers and the mic are looping.
I love
That-
the difficulties, these technical difficulties. I love
It's
it.
live technology.
I love it.
It's live technology.
Nobody can say this is scripted, right?
Nothing we do is scripted.
Me and Mike have not done anything scripted.
I know.
Scripted, nothing filtered.
He sends me a text and he's like, "Can you do this?" And I'm like, "Wait, what? You didn't even give me any notice. What am I supposed to say?" He's like, "I'll tell you what to say. We just go on there." And I'm like,
Well,
"Okay."
I literally just had a shot of Patron and said, let's do this.
I should have, but I told him. I said it's good that I don't have a drink because I might blurt out a name that I shouldn't be blurting out.
No, that'd
Because
be
we
Yeah,
don't want to put anybody on blast.
I love that.
It's you, isn't it, Mike? Tell the truth. It's Mike Hurley, isn't it, Z?
No, but
So she was gonna say, but it's
I
you
have
know,
somebody
I'm
specific
saying,
and
I don't text anybody. I don't do it.
no, but I have
don't
somebody
think-
specific in mind that I
think
know. I'm 9.
So forget it.
I am 99.9% sure Mike knows a person that I have in my head.
oh yeah, it's fun to get Martina.
Is it better?
Oh
That's
yeah.
better.
Are you live?
Sorry.
Good to see you. Sorry about the late response with the link. So here, I want to get right into this. So Mike and I are men. In case we both identify as men, I do, right?
Yes.
Right? You
Prove
still
it.
good?
Fucking-
You still good being a man?
yeah, I'm good. My cock and balls are still attached.
Boy, good. And I believe Z and Martina are both females.
Yes.
So the old book, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, all that shit. That stuff. We have different brain cells and we have different motives when it comes to sexual activity.
Yes.
So men operate differently than women, right, Michael?
I would think so.
All right. So
I
you and I have been single in the past. You've been single for a while now. Probably about the same time as me up until I met Z. I was single about 6.5 years. How about you, Mike?
It's about the same, you know.
Same, yeah. So we picked up, methods or kind of strategies or maneuvers that we would do in the dating game. And, every guy has their own little shtick. You got your shtick. What we're going to talk about tonight is the big mistake that almost every fucking guy makes with women when it comes to trying to make their move. And Martina and Z are just two of probably 1,000 women that are going to be. I'm not saying 1,000 people are going to watch this. We don't have that kind of outreach yet. Maybe
we might have to tonight.
Well, I'm thinking if the girls, showed a little more cleavage, it would be good for business.
Really, synergy shirt. Seriously.
You like that, right?
Seriously, great publicity. Seriously.
No breasts at all, no cleavage.
No, nothing. No
They could be walking around in a thong. Hint, this type of shit. But anyway, so Mike, I don't know about you, but when I was single, the one thing I learned pretty quickly because I did the online dating, and I know you did too, right?
Yeah.
So one thing I learned pretty quickly is that most guys are assholes. Now,
listen, you hear that.
Me and you are assholes, but in a different way.
Totally different way.
Like I was never like disrespectful in a conversation. Listen, I don't want to say never because I might have had, sometimes when you have a few cocktails, you wake up the next day and go, "What the fuck did I say last night?" Right? I mean, that has happened, Mike.
It happens. And like, who the fuck
happens?
Do I even know your name?
The best thing about Z is the next morning when she's waking up in bed, I'll show her some pictures and she goes, "Who the fuck is that?" That's you, sweetheart. That's you. So it happens. He's getting a little embarrassed, but that's how it works. So for the most part, I used to understand the fact that most women are getting dick pics, right? Pretty quickly. Even before they have like a meaningful conversation, guys sending their dick pics, guys friend requesting a woman on Facebook, by the way, which I did. Me and Z met through Facebook, so there's some. We'll talk about the right way to do it, right, Z?
I think Facebook is the way to go.
Facebook is not bad as long as you're not a dick, but unfortunately, so many guys are dicks. So we're going to talk, Martina. We're going to start with you. You've been single how long now, hon?
I lost count.
A couple years.
Yes.
The number one. There's a lot of guys watching tonight. Single guys. Like,
yes.
What is the number one thing not to do when it comes to meeting you online? Or let's start with Facebook. Because there's got to be guys tonight that are going to friend request you based on how hot you look in this video and that you're single. Tell them what not to do, please. Go ahead.
Probably not send a dick pic. I don't really want to see that. I know what it looks like. I really don't like anything that's corny, like just being stupid. Just not genuinely. Don't be fake.
Let's give me some. I want to hear some examples. Like, give me an example of this week of an inbox you got, because I'm assuming you get hit every single day or close to it.
Oh yeah. So I found that if I post on Instagram, I get a ton more than I do on Facebook, and it's all married men on Instagram.
Married men.
And it's the same thing. It's like, "Oh, you look so hot. Would you go out with me?" Pretty much the same thing. And then I just throw it back. "Well, how would your wife feel?" And then it gets quiet, and then it's like the same exact thing. Like, but you're missing the point, the question. Will you still go out? Let's hook up. Come for a drink. And then I say, "Oh, you must be really unhappy." Yes, I'm unhappy. It's the same
Okay.
thing.
Now, Z, you showed me one this weekend. You get hit a lot. Typically, and since you've started hanging out with this jerk off, you've
Yeah.
been getting hundreds of friend requests. Tell your story.
Now
No, well, yeah, because you started posting pictures of me when you started tagging me. All of a sudden, I started getting a whole bunch of friend requests, and on Messenger, you also get messages even from folks that are not friends with you, and it's like in a different place. It's in the message request. I get a ton of those because I don't think they can message you if you're not friends with them. It goes into like a different bucket. So I have a whole bunch of those, and you can respond to them if you accept the request. But it's been a little bit much. I get blessed a lot. I get a lot of God bless you, God bless you. And I'm like, I'm going to heaven. I mean, but I think the worst thing a man can do is start off with you're hot. No woman wants to hear that. I mean, I don't know. For me anyway, a compliment on my outlook does nothing for me if you're not going to compliment who I am inside. So to start that off, although you did you have nice hair, which was okay.
It's okay. It's worked out pretty well, I would say, for me. Not
Yeah,
for you. It's worked out pretty good for me, Mike.
yeah,
Mike,
I guess it did. It did.
so go
it
ahead.
did. It did. But some guys just message you, and it's
You know-
terrible when you know that they're married.
Why are you searching for words? I can see you searching for words.
Because it's like I'm trying to think, do I really want to say what I'm being told? I don't want to put anybody on blast. I don't want to.
I
I'm
know.
not going to mention any names, so just say shit. Get specific. Come on,
Stop searching.
let's go.
I know. No, it's just. I mean, I think it's awful, and I don't know why men like to do that. They'll message you. You clearly know that they're married, and you
Mhm.
clearly know that they're hitting on you. And I've even had guys from other states. All right, New Jersey, I'll say, I will drive up there and take you out. And I'm like, you're really going to drive 4 hours just to take me out to dinner? Yeah, sure. Why not? And I'm like, okay. Where are you guys staying? I'll say, where are you guys? Like, meaning you and your family. And then that kind of throws them off too. But one particular guy, I friend requested his wife. I did. She accepted. And I made sure that every time she posts a picture of her and the husband, I'll always comment, beautiful family. That did not stop.
Crazy.
It did not stop. So
Well,
I mean,
this particular guy you're talking about, he knew you for a while,
yeah,
and
Yeah.
yeah, he still continued, right? I mean, he's still even after he knew that you were chilling with this idiot.
That's crazy.
yes, because I was getting messages of this looks serious, and are you sure this is the guy for you? And I mean,
And by the way, this guy's married. He's
Yeah.
married.
yeah, you could do better.
Well, listen, he wasn't wrong about that, so you got to give him a look.
And-
You know what I'm saying?
And Mike, I guarantee you know who this person is. I'm
Oh,
I'm
now-
not going to mention
I know.
names. I'm not, but I guarantee you.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's hysterical.
That's funny.
It's probably
And
the
then-
same guy that's doing me.
That's perhaps, yeah.
That just blows my mind.
Yes.
And then this weekend, you showed me, so here's a guy, stranger, complimenting you, and you're like, he says, that's nice what he said. Do I say anything back? And I'm just like, yeah, just tell him thank you. It was nice. And you're like, yeah, but what's going to happen? And sure enough, you said thank you. That's very sweet. And then what?
And then it just doesn't stop, So, how are you? So, can we chat? And it's like, you see, this is why I don't want to be nice and say thank you, but then I feel rude when I don't say thank you. And then when you don't reply and say thank you, you'll get the nasty ones. And
Yes.
actually,
There we go. There we go.
so let me see if I can find one here. Hold on. Oh, some guys have conversations with themselves.
Yes.
Like I got one that started with a hello. 2 minutes later, hello, question mark. 2 minutes later, third one, this is a wavy hello. Fourth one, and I don't know how this starts. My pleasure, very busy right now, can't talk. Let's just speak to you later. I'm like, I never replied. I never even replied. I get a kick out of this stuff. And then, yeah, like I have another one where, again, it was the, hello, no filters. Are you Italian? I didn't reply. Then I got the last one. Nobody's hitting on you, pumpkin. It's called being friendly. And I was like, I'm at work. I sorry I didn't reply to you right away. But yeah, men get nasty. It's crazy.
Bizarre.
This is one that you're awesome. Thanks for the laughs tonight. Didn't even talk to the person. Did you fall asleep? Are you a magician? And this guy's engaged.
Yes.
He's from Bayonne too.
Guys.
We definitely have to do this show drunk.
No, no, because I'm no.
Yeah, we have to do this show.
We gotta get more disclosure. We don't have any disclosure.
No.
We might as well make money off of this. Why not just blackmail?
Yeah.
No, but in all seriousness,
But don't you guys want
I feel bad for the women.
Me too.
We're trying.
What?
Listen, Z, Martina, we're trying to get our ratings up.
I get it.
We need names.
You want us to tell you who they are?
Listen, this is the lifeline of my business. I'm trying to grow my business. Don't you understand? Bobby's doing this for me. I'm fucking dead in the water right now. So hey, come on, give us some names. Let's build this up so we can expose everybody. Come on.
I got it. I figured it out, Mike.
What is it?
What we'll do is every week we'll have the same show, and we'll ask for $100 from each person that has inboxed them that doesn't want to be on Blast.
Wow. Like
Great
that.
idea.
I could
But
be like,
can I? You know what the sad part
Kayla,
about all this
we're going to
is?
Puerto Rico this summer.
Even if you, and I've seen this happen with me and with girlfriends of mine, if you were to reach out to the wife or the girlfriend to let them know what's happening, you end up being the bad guy because these
This is
men are
true.
so good at being
course.
manipulative that they will get that woman to believe them, and then all
And
of
then
a
hate
sudden,
us.
exactly. So it's like, why even bother? And it's really sad that happens
I
to
don't-
women.
The women that really believe them, I think they probably know that they're doing this. However, they don't want it on Front Street. It's when it becomes that it's on Front Street and everybody knows about it. That's when women or anybody, even a guy, would get really defensive and be like, okay, things are off. I'm going to go get a divorce. I'm going to break up with you, whatever. But if they can keep it quiet for as long as they can keep it quiet, not that they're okay with it, but they're going to look and turn the other cheek. And I don't understand that either. I just don't
Yeah.
turn the other cheek. I mean, if somebody's coming up to you and saying, hey, your husband is doing X, Y, and Z, or your wife is doing X, Y, and Z, that's, I don't understand why you still want to be with that person. I don't know. I guess maybe they have a family together or financial interests at all, but when it's all said and done, really?
Yeah.
It's going to go on
But
forever.
the other thing that I don't get too is that maybe a dating app or something where they can be anonymous, but these people are on Facebook. You get to see their lives you really got to be a ballsy guy to reach out to a woman and not worry about, if that was Bobby, wouldn't he be worried that somebody's going to say something to me? I mean,
not really. No, not me. But go ahead.
but really, you have to be really ballsy to do that, I think.
I agree.
Well, most people are, I think. You know.
I think you make a good point. And the now, ladies, you don't mind if a guy approaches you on an inbox, right? I mean,
No.
it's not like if you were both single and a guy is attempting to strike up something with you. You're
Yeah.
not like two evil bitches that are anti.
Oh no.
No.
I mean,
That's how you and I met.
yeah. Well, you couldn't. How could you resist this? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Mike, help me out, Mike.
You're a sexy dude.
Exactly.
Sexy guy.
And
Very
Z
jealous.
and Z's
Yeah.
a little hurting. She's not. She's kind of like she's a little homely, and she's not as attractive as I am. So of course she's
Oh
gonna.
my God.
Although, Mike, I have to tell you, he was a little mean to me in the beginning. You know, little like
Tough. You gotta
douchey,
be
as some people say. But I realize now he was testing me
Yeah.
because you know he was being his real self, which I appreciate that.
Well, you
'Cause
know,
you got to have a thick skin to be with Bobby D.
gotta have
Well, interestingly, like again, Mike and I, we both have been single for a while, and we dated a few ladies. My approach through Facebook would be, and this is how I met you, Z. If I saw an attractive woman who had mutual friends of mine, I would send a friend request. And here's the thing, with no other reason, Mike, just so I could see an attractive chick in my newsfeed. I mean, I like looking at pretty women. I mean, is that wrong?
There's nothing wrong with that.
So I would friend request Z, Martina, and any other attractive woman with mutual friends. And say, oh, she's pretty. And you know, every day you get to look at a pretty picture. That's nice. So, but I would never, Mike, and I would never inbox. I would never friend request. And this happens, right, ladies? You'll accept the friend request, and 30 seconds later, boom.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Correct.
And then then your eyes roll. So my thing was like, I just almost like, hey, you get to know somebody through Facebook, like Z
Yeah,
said.
but would you go after a married woman?
When I was single or now?
No, not now.
I refuse to answer that question, Mike. I refuse to
No,
answer.
you can't be right or wrong either way. You're better off just
What? Taking the fifth?
have fun with it. Say,
Listen, that again, Martina, that's for the Thursday night show. Stop trying to turn this into
something different shows.
right? No, but
Well,
of course.
see, if I was married, I wouldn't go after a married man.
Right.
I answered it.
Or someone in a relationship.
Yeah, I just wouldn't do it. It doesn't make any sense.
The issue with that is there's a very good chance that there's unhappily married people, and if you think that an unhappily married person is just sitting there doing nothing, chances are very low that unhappy, and I'm talking about unhappily married, like openly unhappy, not the sneaky kind. Most of the guys that cheat on their wives are doing it in a sneaky capacity, right? They're coming home to their wife, they're still banging their wife, and meanwhile they got their Gumari on the side. The unhappily married, openly unhappily, where they both hate each other, those people are doing shit. Those people are the one. She's living her life with this guy. He's living her life with, right? I mean, that's happening. That's
I've seen it 100 times. Well, not 100, I've seen a lot.
But then they should be going on Tinder or whatever other
Correct.
app there is. They not on Facebook. Facebook is more of a
Yeah, family.
thing. You have more of a chance of getting caught, or you know,
Being
what
exposed.
if your wife sees your phone and she checks your messages and then all of a sudden sees all that? I mean, I think you have definitely more of a chance. So that's why I say they're ballsy.
Yeah. And obviously, what dating apps do you got? What dating app are you on, Z? Which is your favorite app? We can go check it out. Yeah.
I did try that scene for about, I gave it like 3 months or so, but it wasn't for me. Because men tend to be more, at least my experience was that they were more aggressive on those dating apps with the male private pics and, the being nasty if you don't get back to them right away, or, and unfortunately, I kind of ended up with a little bit of a stalker, so that, I walked away from that. That was my bad experience.
Martina, you on any dating apps or are you done with those?
Yeah.
But Bobby, you're on all of them, right?
Go
I
ahead.
hope not.
Go ahead. Tell the story.
Did you ever tell?
Oh, I want to tell me
Where,
something.
Yeah,
where
let's
did we
hear it.
go? What was that place? Was it the Rail, or is that where we went?
Yes.
Bob,
It was the
okay,
Rail.
so we're at the Rail and we're eating, having drinks, and I had to go to the ladies' room. So I walk into the ladies' room, and this woman apparently followed me into the ladies' room.
Oh man.
I go to the bathroom and I'm washing my hands, and she comes over by washing her hands, and she mentions Bobby, and she goes, he is on dating apps. And I was like, excuse me. She went into the bathroom to tell me that he is not just date. She said he's on all of them. Those are her exact words. All of them. So of course I was like, okay. I come out and I kind of got mad at him. I'm like, you're on dating apps? What happened? She must have recognized you or something. I don't know, but
You're popular. Holy shit, you're a pop.
followed me into the bathroom.
Bobby D.
Just it was about a year ago. Mike, I don't know if you're how I was on. First of all, I said to her, yeah, I was on most of them. And all of them, there's hundreds, so you're not on all. When someone says all, it's usually Tinder, Bumble, POF, and Match, right? Those are or at least at the time, a couple of years ago when I was still on them, those are the 4 most popular. So I was on all of them. And guess what?
All of them.
Guess what? Am I right, Martina? Mike, the same girls are on all 4 of them too.
They're all the same ones. Yeah.
So, but what happens is, like, for instance, my POF profile, I forgot my password on that, and you can't get a hold of anybody in that company. It's just so I'm probably still on POF right now.
What? I'm gonna get a whole bunch of messages. He messaged me. He did this.
Yeah.
He did that.
So this particular girl, I basically said that I was talking to her, right? Z, she said, "Oh, he talked to me
Yeah.
online," and it was probably a year prior to when Z and I had met. So I was like, yeah, so what? I was on all of them, and I told her, I said, my face still might be out there. It doesn't mean that I'm actively opening the app. What you do, you delete the app from your phone, but if you don't delete your profile, you're still out there. Now you're not interacting with the ladies, but they might be seeing you on the profile. So I think I'm off all of them except for POF. So in case if Z screws up at all, she doesn't behave herself, ladies, POF is where to find me. Mike,
It's too much.
you got to cover your heads, Mike.
I think you're doing a good job.
A lot of people tell me, this Z, she might screw this thing up. I said, yeah, no, I get it. You're right. She might.
Yeah, that was a fun night.
That was a fun night. So that's now Z, you and I met. I did the same thing with Facebook. Pretty girl, Bayonne girl. We had like 50 mutual friends or 100 or whatever. I'm like, oh, wow, she's kind of pretty. Wasn't sure how pretty you were because we had that conversation because, you're very, very conservative on Facebook. You're almost like a nun with your Facebook pictures. So I wasn't sure how hot you were, but I thought you were cute. So we're friends and the pandemic hits and I noticed you start laughing at my goofy shit. And Mike, what do we think when a girl laughs at us? What do we think, Mike?
We think we're very.
I'm there. I'm in.
All right.
She wants to have sex. That's what men. Men think if you like our picture, you like our post, that you might want to make out with us. If you laugh at anything, then you want to bang us. That's what we do, right, Mike?
That's pretty much it.
Pretty much it. So Z laughed like 3 or 4 of my things. I'm like, this girl wants to bang me. This is nice.
That's so not true.
And I go on her Facebook page and I'm like, fucking Haverhill, Massachusetts. Where the fuck is that? I'm not opposed to driving to get a nice piece of ass, Mike. You understand? I'm not opposed to it. But I look at fucking Haverhill and it's 5 hours away. I'm like, wow. You know, it's sad. She's not worth fucking 5 hours. I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
So then we start back and forth. And then she posts this video of her and her dog. And she looked really fucking hot in the video, Mike. She looked really hot. So, and we had already had a banter going on Facebook back and forth. We established a banter, and I inbox her and I say, "You have great hair." And
That was his opening line.
You know
Yeah.
what this bitch did, Mike?
What is that?
Go ahead, Z. What'd you do?
I said, "That's your pickup line? Like that's all you got?"
No, first you did LMAO. You fucking laughed at me.
Yeah. Oh, so there you go. I get what you're doing. Yeah.
She laughed at me and said, "That's your fucking line." And what was my response to you?
You unappreciative motherfucker.
Wow.
Damn, right for the throat.
Yeah.
Look at your face.
Yeah.
Oh,
So Martina, I'm giving you a compliment. You laughing at me? What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
What's up with that shit? So I was like, you unappreciative motherfucker.
And I was like, I'm in love. Well, because usually you don't get that, like you'll get the other. He was funny. He
Hudson
was funny.
County.
Yeah.
So he made you laugh, and then that was it. It was all.
Yeah, you could say that. But going back to, the whole what not to do, I think I did message you and I said, do not send me one of those pictures. And he's like, I know what to do. And I was like, okay, I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, I think I said something like, "Oh, you want to send me the instruction manual on how to do this? Because I don't know what the fuck to do." Something like that, right?
Well, I didn't want you to, I didn't want you to be mad at you. So I warned him.
She didn't want you to screw it up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But so
The question is, did he listen?
he did. He was good. I have to say
Oh,
that.
right.
Otherwise I wouldn't be talking. I wouldn't be with him if he didn't.
What did I say to you? I said, I won't send you a dick picture, but I'm going to send you a picture of my calves.
And he did.
Because Mike, as sexy as you are with your biceps and your titties, Mike, my calf game is fucking top notch, Mike.
So
Mike.
let me ask you guys something. Why do guys think that that's okay to send to a woman?
This camera's killing me.
I have no idea.
I mean,
Crazy. Unless somebody unless you're in a full-fledged with somebody, like I'm in a relationship with somebody, I'm okay with sending them that.
well, that's different.
Yes, but
I agree.
But to somebody you've never met before,
Absolutely not. That's not going to go anywhere good at all.
no. But men do that, right, Martina? I mean, they do
All the time.
I hear
Yeah,
it.
and it's like, really?
It's like gross.
Yeah. I've never understood that.
Now, yeah, I don't get it. I don't know. I hear it and I'm just like, really? That's what they send? Like the first
Yes.
they talk to you, they're gonna send you that? I mean, I don't know.
And they're proud of it.
Yeah. And there's guys that actually are ballsy enough to ask you, send me a naked picture or something. You're like, what? Are you kidding me? I think that maybe because they're not face to face and it's like behind a computer, they can be all, a little bit more aggressive. They have nothing to lose. But yeah, there's guys that will come out and just ask you that.
Now, have you guys ever been on a date and gotten catfished or anything like that?
No, I haven't. No.
Well, she's gone on like 4 dates in her lifetime, so
No.
she's not a good one to. Martina maybe is a better candidate. To
I
answer.
was on Match.com and everyone lied. Everybody lied about their height.
Mike, don't lie about your height.
Fuck you.
Yeah, he lied about his height, and then all of a sudden he started doing cocaine in front of me, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm done." So yeah, he had a drug problem too.
Oh, wow.
Talk about first impressions.
It was the
Z,
last.
Z,
Wow.
test your memory. I didn't ask for a naked picture. What did I ask? What picture? Do you remember?
Yes, I do remember because we actually stopped talking for like a week,
That's
I
right.
think.
That's right.
He sends me a text. Send me a picture of your favorite shoes. And I remember looking at the phone like, is there something wrong with it? Like, who asks you that? And I was like, this is a little bit weird. And I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah, really. And I didn't. So he got mad at me and he wouldn't talk to me.
Mike,
That's fine.
simple fucking request. I wasn't asking for a picture of your vagina. You know, like, can you stick a fucking piece of kibasi between your tits and pour some milk on them? Wasn't that? I said, send me a picture of your favorite pair of shoes. I wanted to get a sense if the girl had a shoe game.
Right, she has good style.
I want to see if she had a shoe game. It's
But
important.
I thought it was weird because that's not a normal question.
I'm not fucking no. You want a normal guy? Just go on JohnnyFuckingDoe.com.
Well, I realized that afterwards.
This is not normal.
Nothing normal about you.
All right, Michael.
There's nothing normal.
No, there isn't. There isn't.
So it took like a week for her to send me the shoe pair. I said, okay, we can talk again.
Yeah,
She's
We're
like,
back together.
"We look good now."
So how long you guys been dating now?
It's going to be 2 years in June.
Wow.
Wow.
2 years. That's crazy.
I
Yeah.
know.
Crazy.
Just like
That's awesome.
20 years for me.
That's like 20 years, you said?
Like, I mean, for me, I couldn't even, honestly, you know, I dated a lot of women. And I don't say dated. I went on lots of dates because I really didn't date a lot of women during my divorce. I had like maybe 3 or 4 relationships, and I went on lots of dates. But I didn't think I had it in me to be in a relationship, and not so much because I wanted to be a dog. That's the first thing that people thought. Oh, you just want to listen. When you're single, that's what you do, right, Mike? You know, if the opportunity's there, you do it. You bang. That's just how it works. That's the we.
But then you get tired of that. You get tired of that.
Men are different than women, so we could go. We don't need it. We don't need this emotional attachment to bang you. We do not need it. We'll have the emotional attachment with you that night, and maybe even tomorrow morning, right? And the next fucking day we're out of there. I mean, this is men. We're just being straight, just being honest. So I didn't really have the desire to like have someone in my life and share shit and talk to someone that, like, God forbid, a text like the next day is like, whoa, what the fuck is this? What are we doing texting? I mean, this is where, I mean, I'm just being straight. I'm not being a douche. I'm not being arrogant. I'm just being straight. So when I met Z, I became very attracted to her mind and her self-awareness and the fact of all the shit that she's been through, which someday she is going to write a book about her stories, and she's going to share where because she's the most amazing person I've ever met in my life. My
Aww.
favorite human. And not just because she has nice,
I might
nice
give
ass.
you a hug for that one.
What's that?
I think I might drive out to give you a hug for that one.
Aww.
Damn, I mean, I'm driving out to Bob to give Bob a hug, not you. Not you. I'm talking about
Don't-
Bob.
Don't inbox me, Mike. Don't inbox me later. I'll put you on blast.
Thing, are you kidding me? I want to give you a little kiss, Bobby D.
Yeah, so I mean, it was more from my perspective. Like I didn't think I was going to be in something where, you know, I always like, I don't want the obligation to have to call somebody today, you know. Oh, you might not have anything fucking interesting to talk about, but you got to call. How was your day? Good. How was yours? Mine was good. What did you do? I worked. What did you do? I worked too. Oh, how's your daughter? She's good. How's the weather up there? It's nice. It's what? All right, good night. It's like, what the fuck? I don't want to do that, you know? But then when you find someone that you really love and you care for, then you want to sometimes just talk. But we honestly, like, we don't have that. We don't. Z and I, there's some days where we don't talk. We'll always text. there's always a text exchange, but there's some days we actually do not talk, and it's never like, oh my god, we didn't talk. It's like the fucking. This is the shit that people have trouble with in relationships. It's always the fucking stupid shit, because then the other person's like, oh, yeah, you didn't talk to me today. How come you didn't talk to me? What were you doing? Who were you talking to? That? What the fuck? Oh, right? And this is the shit that happens, Mike. And then all of a sudden, you're like, you know what? Being single is pretty cool.
Look at you. Look at you.
Am I wrong here? Where am I wrong? Like,
no, you're not. I think
you have
that
those toxic relationships where it's like, what the fuck? Like, you can't do anything right. Right?
Yeah, that's always a shitty feeling when you feel like if you don't make that call or you don't do something, you're gonna get reprimanded or yelled at, and you never want to be in that situation. You want to have it to be,
Natural.
Everything natural. And there's times that I'm sure you talk to people all day long. And sometimes you're all talked out. You're just done. You want to just, you know what? I want to have a couple of drinks, tequila, whatever it is, and just fucking take it down for the day. And I don't even want to look at my text messages on it. Stop fucking even text messaging me. I'm done. You just want to just chill and sometimes you just want to be your own. You got shit going on in your life, and sometimes you just need your own downtime. And sometimes people don't understand that. That's what's challenging. But that's part of a relationship. I'm dealing with that right now. Like, it's part of your relationship is like trying to figure out what's going to mold you and go to that next level.
I think it's hard to date at this age, to be honest with you too.
Well, I think what was hard for me at first was because I hadn't been in a relationship such a long time, and then getting into a relationship. I think what's really hard is like you're so used to being by yourself.
Yep.
And you got this downtime, and as much time you like to see that person, at the same time you're like, man, you know what? I do like my downtime. And then for me, some like I have a 12-year-old, 13-year-old daughter I got to worry about. Like, I want to give her all my attention. Sometimes you got no attention at the end of the day. You don't do it in a mean way or a bad way. You're just like, I just need some me time. And you feel like you're running here, running there, and there's no me time sometimes. And that can be frustrating at times too. So relationships are hard. Because everybody, I think, at our age has a bag of shit with them. And if you have a bag of shit, then you didn't live a life. Then I don't really want to talk to you anyway because you didn't really live your life. So everybody has a bag. It's a balance of what are you going to leave you're leaving behind? Because you got to leave some of that shit behind. You can't take it with you, or you're not going to succeed in your next relationship. So you got to be able to leave all that baggage behind you. But at the same time, you're going to have that. You're going to have these reserves. Getting into a relationship now is always challenging for me because I've always had this problem in my relationships that I've dealt with, with somebody, and the weekend that I have my daughter, I'm gonna go, be with my daughter, and that person says, well, I'm by myself. Wait, I'm not, shit. I'm lonely by myself, and they're gonna talk to somebody. It might be just a friendly conversation, and then a few weeks later, next thing you know, they go out on a date with the person, and here I was, with my daughter on the weekends, thinking that this person was chill, and then next thing you know, she's sleeping with the person. Like, so you get that, and you're like, all right, I'm with my daughter every weekend. I don't have that time to spend with you. I understand. I'm not mad at you for doing it, but hey, it is what it is, and sometimes that could be a challenging thing as well. But I think I've got it down pretty good. You learn each other's boundaries and you have to be with somebody that's going to understand that, and.
Well, you have to be with somebody that's compatible with you. Like, with him and I, like he said, we can go a day without talking. But if I was another woman who wasn't maybe understanding of that, I would get mad at him and say, well, why didn't you call me? Or him say the same thing to me. So, but because we're compatible in that way, to us, that's not a big deal.
That's awesome.
But with what you were just saying, I actually stopped dating a guy. Not that I was dating him. I went on a couple of dates with him because he chose to go out with me before being with his two daughters. And that was such a turnoff to me that I was like, no, this isn't going to work out.
Well, that unfortunately in my life, and I was saying he knows me, like, I'm sorry, it's going to come. My life is going to be God, my daughter.
Yeah.
Falls after that, and it's just what it is. I mean,
well, I always said I would never date a man who was not a father. because I don't think a guy who has no kids would understand what parenting is, and especially being a single mom. Like, my kid is with me 99.9% of the time.
Right.
If I was dating a guy that had no kids, I don't think he would get that.
No,
Because men can be selfish too. It's all about me, right?
No, yeah, it's challenging, but look, if you have something good, you want to work with it, you're gonna do what it takes.
Yeah.
To figure it all out. Whether it's now you guys have a big travel distance. Now, give me an idea of how that works for you guys.
The travel?
Yeah.
Well,
I love this. I'm diving into your relationship.
I thought, they should evolve into something else here.
Well, this is going to be controversial. Now, not me, controversial, right, Mike? Doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
But I said this to Z in the beginning. I love missing her. Now, to some people, what? I love missing her. And the fact that she's not easily accessible to me makes it even more of a burn every time I see her.
I get that.
So at first the distance is and it's not easy because sometimes we don't see each other for 2 or 3 weeks. And we try to at least go every other week to see each other, but sometimes it doesn't happen.
Right.
But it's always amazing the first time we see each other. It's almost like, remember that movie with Drew Barrymore, 50 First Dates?
Oh, yeah.
It's almost like that. Like almost all of our get-togethers are like a first date because we have a lot of time and distance in between each other.
Right.
And it's exciting. So what we're doing now is we're signing a permanent contract that Z has to live 4 hours away from me no matter where she lives.
It's the only way it works.
So,
the only way it works.
it's the only way it works.
You're happy though. It works for you guys. You figure it out, whatever it takes. I'm sure you guys FaceTime each other or something like that if you want to talk or whatever.
Yeah, and one thing we got to step up is Z's got to step up her FaceTime, sexual FaceTime stuff. She doesn't do anything. So that's one area that really needs to be improved. Because here I am, I'm watching, I'm watching videos of me and you instead of me and Z. You know what I mean, Mike? So she's got it. We could talk about that on the Thursday show.
I can't wait for this Thursday show. I'm very excited.
The techniques of that. But we both have busy lives, right? She's got a challenging job. Her job is stressful. She's got a 17-year-old daughter who needs her attention and her guidance. She is a single mom. Her daughter does have a dad, but she's the one doing most of. She's playing the role of the dad and the mom for most parts. So she
Which
has.
is why I didn't date.
Yeah, it's why,
For years.
and it's also why I didn't get into a relationship because I have 2 kids and I'm at my son's games. I'm at my daughter's games when she was playing, and then I like my own shit. I like you, Mike. I like my own downtime. I want to sit and watch a game tonight. I don't want to have to explain to someone why I want to watch the game by myself, right? So these are the things. So the distance, although it's challenging, it was not a deterrent when we realized how much we connected on a mental level, if you can believe that or not. It was a pretty solid. Our first conversation, I was very impressed with how intelligent, how self-aware. She had her shit together. And let's face it, Martina, you'll agree, there's a lot of men and women at our age that not only don't have their shit together, but their shit is all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
They're a hot mess.
Yeah.
So you make a decision. All right, we all have our mess, right? I got my shit. Z's got her shit. Is it worth me taking on her shit? And for the most part, the answer to me was always no. Not that I didn't love and appreciate all the women that I went on dates with. I feel like I treated everyone with respect, and we had nice times. But when it came to taking the next step, Mike, it was like you inherit their shit.
Yeah.
Are they going to enhance your life to the point where taking on their shit is worth it?
Right.
me, the answer was no for the most part until I met this crazy. And then I got her drunk, and then holy shit! So it's like I have two relationships. I got a relationship with two women. Mike, I cheat on Z like once every 2 weeks. I cheat on her. It's beautiful.
People gonna hear that and they're not gonna understand.
They're not right. They're not going to get what he means.
A lot of people just miss that right there, and they're like, "Oh my god, I can't believe she's still with him." And they're crazy now. Now Z's gonna like, see, he's not faithful. I can be faithful.
Yeah. Oh, I've gotten guys telling me that, that I bet you I'm better than him. I've gotten messages like that. Trust me.
That's crazy.
If you come to me, you'll never go back. I'm like, what? The audacity.
I think that's funny. I don't get uptight about it. I don't. Who is he? Let me go. Let me go.
No,
Never.
It's like, listen. Here's my thing, Mike. If I have a woman that's not getting that kind of attention, right? And I'm doing something. I like the fact that I have a beautiful woman who's the eye of other men. I have total confidence in myself, in her, in our relationship that I don't spend not even a second on wondering. It's just so to me.
Leslie, you don't want to be with somebody if you have to wonder about that. You don't. And I'm the same way. Like I'm with somebody that I want her to show off.
It's got to be trust. You gotta have trust.
That's the picture. I'm like, wow, man, babe, you look great. You know what? You got to post that.
Yes.
Like, really? But would you feel weird about that? And I'm like, fuck no. I wouldn't feel weird about that because post it. That's you. You look great. Well, people are going to hit me up. Well, it's how you respond to the hit up. If you dive into it, you'd be like, yeah, let's get together. Well, then go ahead. I don't give a fuck. Go do your thing. But if you're like, yeah, thanks, bye, and keep moving. Why shouldn't you? If you're a beautiful woman, show yourself. Why? I'm proud of you. Why not?
Because you have trust, and that's like that's a huge thing in a relationship. I mean, when I first started dating him, I saw how many women he posted with. He had a lot of female friends, and I had some, be careful, and he's a man whore. I got a lot of that, but I would, but I trusted him, and he's never given me a reason not to.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So if you don't have trust, you don't have anything.
Yeah. Correct. Well, like you look at what he's done. Like, yeah, he might have been with a lot of women, but so what? It doesn't matter who he's been with. It's who he's with right now. And people can't keep on bringing up people's past. I mean,
no, you see that's a huge no in a relationship when you punish the person you're with now for the mistakes of your ex.
Right. You can't do that.
And that's never going to work. Not that, I'm perfect at relationships, but that's a huge no-no.
I want to give some shout outs to some people that are commenting. Kenny O'Keefe, my boy, Kenny King in the house. Johnny Costello, lots of comments.
Yeah, he messages me a lot. No, I'm kidding. Love you, John.
He openly admitted that he had his sights set on you. He was going after.
Aw, he's the best. He's such a nice guy.
He's not even like closely attractive as I am. So I don't know. Nice guy. Love the guy, but Johnny, stay in your fucking league, for Christ's sake.
We love you, John.
But anyway, Magda says hello. I love Magda. We have to go visit Magda. In fact, Magda, I want to tell you, if you're still watching, I tried to get this bitch to go to Bethlehem this weekend to the casino, and I was going to hit you up. But she got so drunk on Friday that she was too tired to go on.
I thought you guys were going to rock climbing. No?
Fuck that rock. She couldn't even climb on the couch, let alone the fucking rock. After that disaster that she was, she drank like a fucking fish. Christy Critelli, Christy Critelli, Jose Leston. I haven't seen my boy Jose Leston in at least 20 years. Steelers suck. Ray Kaczynski says hello, Mike.
Ray, big Ray.
Kim Sosha, lots of cool comments on her part. Kim, tell Lou we said hello. I know you guys have a great relationship. And Magda is still watching. She just said, "Come, Z." So the next time we're going to Bethlehem.
We'll have to do that.
And Kim just says, but with Bobby, what you see is what you get. You'll never have to worry about a knife in your back. He will tell you right to your face. Thank you, girl. That is true.
Yeah, he will. That's true.
Sometimes, I'll say something that is not appropriate, but better that than do it, right? Because phony shit just doesn't fly. And whether it's a business relationship, like even when I was online, when I was dating online, my profile was like kind of straight. It was like, hey, this is what I will not tolerate at all. Like for me, one of the things, and I don't know offense to anybody that does this, but I don't like smoking. So I put on there, like, hey, listen, if you smoke even a little, like, it's no good. And then I would go out, and then, you kiss the girl, and you can fucking taste it. And like, did you not fucking read my profile? I said I don't like it even a little.
You know what also blows my mind? Is the filters. Like, don't you think I'm going to meet you in person? And that filter that you're fucking using for the picture, that's not you. And you know what's going to happen? I'm going to walk away.
Yeah.
Not so well.
Yeah. That's actually a huge one for men and women, I think.
One time I met somebody, right? Met her, went for a nice little walk. I went to meet her. She gets out of the car. I was like, this can't be happening to me right now. Fucking can't be happening to me. This girl's about 300 pounds. She sent me pictures of herself when she was like a dancer. And I'm like, oh my God. She does ballet dancing. She looks amazing. She gets out of the car. She was about 300 pounds.
Wow.
Is this going to be a problem? I'm like, well, I'm looking for a new client. Maybe it's not a problem for a trainer. I can get there. And yeah, obviously.
But that goes with men too, right, Martina? Men. Yes. They're not.
Give her a hug. I'm like, what's going on? That was very upsetting.
Well, I'm going to say, I think I have Martina, you see if you agree with me. What I noticed, because I was not dating online for 6 years, it's pretty decent, right? Sample size. What I learned, especially having a lot of girlfriends, girl/friends, right? Not girlfriends. I would see they would show me their profiles, their feed. Mm-hmm. And what I learned is that 90% of the women online, Mike, so what you dealt was 10%. 90% of the women online are truthful. Their pictures are real. Their profiles are what they want. And it's reversed for the guys. 90% of the guys are full of shit. They're lying. They are. Like Martina said, they're lying about and it's stupid shit, lying about their height.
Yeah.
Lying about their age. Their weight. They're lying about.
But going back to the Facebook thing, like the men, especially the married men, they portray themselves on Facebook of this great guy. They hang out with their fiance. They hang out with their wife. They love them so much. Yes. Love. And then they'll message me. Yes. When are we going out for drinks?
Yeah.
When can I show you what I can do in bed?
Yeah.
I know their wives too, so it's kind of like, this is not good, but they portray it. So even though portraying on Facebook or whether it's Match.com or whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Yeah. This is who they are. Is it going to change? I don't know. Probably not.
It's the fake Facebook life is what they call it, I think, right?
Yeah, fake book.
Yeah, you put something up there and it's not really what you do. So
it's all lies.
What I would use when I started to kind of learn, navigate to how to kind of do the shit, I would say to a woman who was potentially interested, I would say, hey, go on my Facebook page and take a look at who I am. Because the one thing that I think most of everybody knows, what you see is what you get. So I would say, look at my Facebook page and scroll down like a month or two. And if you're still interested in going on a date after you fucking scroll down, then we'll do that. Because how many times you go on a date and like with me, like Z said, if I go on dates, I would take pictures of it. I'm a picture guy, as you guys know. I like documenting every fucking thing you do in life. With Z, I have this thing with her. I like I like to make like recaps of what we've done, like journal, because someday we might fucking get dementia. And I might not remember shit. You could read about
Wait, sometimes I wish that he would put something fake or maybe even put a filter on me. And I'm like, do you have to be so authentic?
So I would have women like go on my Facebook page, and I would like to see theirs too, because again, like you said, Martina, there's a level of fakeness on Facebook, but there's also
Yeah.
you're getting a better idea of what somebody is on Facebook than you are on Match.com.
Oh, yeah.
Match.com, you're getting only what
Yes.
they want to
Yeah.
show you, right?
Yeah.
Facebook is everything. You're getting to see their kids, not that their kids are important, but you know what I'm saying. If they're a family man, like one thing you can get from me is like, all right, guy's a little bit of an asshole, a little bit arrogant. I know where he stands politically. Okay, that's a good thing. So if I'm a fucking Joe Biden fan, yeah, I'm not me and Bobby won't get along, right? I see he's into sports. So if I hate fucking sports, might not be a good idea. I see he's got kids. So right. So these are the things that you can evaluate and say, do I want to spend time with this dude, or am I going to have a problem with this dude? And that kind of worked for me because believe it or not, I have a lot of good relationships on Facebook now, that women that I met online, and some I never even dated, but we became friends on Facebook. We just never got a chance to date, and we still have like a relationship today. In fact, half of them fucking hit on Z. They do. I think half of them want to bang her. Not that there's anything wrong with that, so keep that coming.
Gonna say that. Oh my God, I was about to die.
I've gotten messages from women too.
You notice she hasn't shared any of them with me, Mike. Motherfucker.
I actually had a woman send me a picture. Wait, let me see if I can find it.
No, I didn't hear about this, Mike.
Wow.
I didn't hear about
I had a woman send me a picture. I'm not going to show you the picture. Hi, babe. I had so much enjoyment the other day. How do you feel about round 2? Swear to God, never met this person in my life. I swear. Never. Never.
Tell her, yes, round
And
2.
the reason why I didn't show you that is because this one over here would probably be like, really?
Invite her over.
Can I encourage?
We gotta get on that. We gotta get on.
Whoever that person was, please inbox me like right now. Because Drunk Z is down for that. This Z that you're talking to, no, but a couple of fucking peanut butter whiskeys.
No.
I go.
I can't.
Yeah. You can't. Mike, you can't make this stuff up. I mean,
love it.
you can't. You can't make this stuff up.
Oh, so he's telling the truth.
I
Admitted it.
meant about the message I got.
Damn it. No, I know you. Everybody in the TV world knew that's what you meant.
Yeah.
That was a double entendre. Got it.
So this was fun. We had a good time tonight.
It was a fun time.
I think we got to do this with some drinks, though. We got to do it maybe on a Friday night, Saturday night.
I have no problem drinking right now. I had one before.
I can't drink during the week because then I'll be a full-fledged alcoholic as opposed to a.
If you have a couple on a week, fine. Every day. If you have just 1 or 2 every day, you're good. Fuck it.
Maybe you should invite some guys and have them share their stories.
Yeah.
They're boring.
That's not fun.
That's not fun.
We'll have one fucking person watching it.
Yeah. Girls. Each week we'll get a different girl to come on and tell their stories. That's what we could do.
Yeah, screw all this health shit. By the way, girls, you both look beautiful. What skincare line do you guys use for your faces? By the way.
Mara.
Lamara, let's get the plug in, right?
We were
Lamara.
about it.
Lamara Skin Line, best in the business. Ladies,
I love it.
if you're not using Lamara, then you're not going to get inboxes like these ladies do.
No. Or dick pics.
And some of them are ugly.
Put aloe all over it.
My battery on my damn iPad is about to go out.
Let's face it, the human penis is not. It's not like.
It's not always that
At least manscape it, you know.
Even Manscaped though, it's like a fucking mushroom with a vein popping out. I mean, if I was a chick, I'd be like, yeah, all right, it's like it's not a vagina. A vagina is a beautiful fucking thing.
Gorgeous.
Yeah,
I don't want to see that either.
Yeah.
that's your problem. All right, it's getting late. It's time to shut the show down. Michael, great to see you, brother.
Great
This
to
was
see you.
fun.
Well,
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks for everybody.
Thank you for having me.
Comments, tuning in, and next
Peace out.
we'll figure something else out. Good night, all.
Good
Bye.
night. Bye.
See you, Z. Love you, baby.
Bye. I love you.